Hey everyone, it's Jessie Riley, Resident Technology Manager with Holland Home. And I am so excited to be here today to tell you a little bit more about the upcoming Resident Portal launch taking place less than a week from now. So obviously you've heard that this change is coming because you're here watching this live stream right now. And we are really excited to finally get you in there next week, start experiencing things, getting comfortable with it, because utilizing the resident portal is a fantastic way to not only stay engaged with your community or the campus that you live on, but also take advantage of some fantastic virtual learning opportunities and other resources that we want to make sure that you are aware of. And if this past year hasn't done anything, has done nothing else other than, underline the importance of technology and what part that plays in our lives, this portal is sure to keep you connected and has been skillfully designed by our vendor partner and then also by Holland Home so that it's easy to navigate and really intuitive to what you might want to use it for. So what we're going to look at today, so these live streams, we're going to do kind of a deep dive into certain pieces of the portal because we really, really want you to be comfortable with it. And the first step, first things first, is making sure that you are comfortable with the login process. So that is what we're going to look at today. We may cover a couple other things that are just kind of fun facts and things you want to know. But today is really dedicated to that login process because if you don't log in or you're confused as to how to log in, you won't be able to check out all the cool things that we have in store for you on the portal. So we are going to spend, most of our time today doing that. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you the snapshot of our portal. So this is the screen that you will see when you go to log into the resident portal for the very first time. And one of the things that I want to mention kind of before we go any further, and I meant to do this, you will be receiving a paper letter in your mailbox this Friday, and that letter is going to contain your username and your password to get into the new portal. So oftentimes I get questions, especially from current portal users, people that either are familiar with how they get in or have recently set up their login information on our existing system. Can I use that login information in our new portal? And the answer is no. So, but not to fear, we've got you covered. And so we are going to provide you with a paper copy so that you can tuck it away somewhere safe and make sure that you're able to refer back to that. But we are providing everyone with a unique login information letter. And so that will tell you exactly where you need to go, a reminder of the launch date, and then what that username and the password will be. And I've included some screenshots on there. So it'll kind of help guide you through that initial process. And I've also included my name and my contact information in case when the time comes, you are having trouble, something's happening, you can feel free to reach out and I will get back to you as quick as I can if it's via email or phone. So let's go ahead and we're going to switch back to look at the portal. So once you've received, we'll all kind of imagine that it is Monday, March 15, and we are waking up nice and refreshed after a lovely weekend, and we are getting ready to log into our new portal. How exciting. So we come here and you're going to see these red waves and you'll see this red button that says sign in now. This is where you want to click. The information that you will receive in the letter will list your email address. If you do not have an email address, on file with us, then we have assigned one to you. And it's more or less a kind of a dummy email address, if you will. So it allows you access to the site. But the one drawback, and so this is why we've really been encouraging people, if you do have an email address that you think we might not have on file for you, or you've recently changed your email address, please feel free to shoot me a quick email at jessie.riley@hollandhome.org so that we can update you. We can update our information, because the reason why having an active email address in our system is really helpful is that if somewhere down the road you forget your password and you want to reset that in this system, that is something you absolutely can do on your own. And what will happen is if you click here on forgot username or password, it will send a link to your email. So you'll just fill in your email address here and click submit, and that will send a reset link to your email. So I really encourage everyone to have an active email address, but if you don't, for whatever reason there might be, it's not the end of the world at all. Somewhere down the road, if you lose track of your password or want to reset it for whatever reason, feel free to reach out to me and I can give that a reset for you. But that's just kind of some reasoning behind why we want to make sure that we have everyone's active email address that might have one, so that you can be confident in resetting your password. So I've got my letter that I received in my mailbox. I'm going to enter my email address. Okay. I will enter my password. And now the next thing I want to point out, and this oftentimes comes in very, very handy for people, is this little option right down here. Remember username and password. So right now it's clicked, but if you unclick it, you can, it comes unclicked is what I should say. So if you click that, if you select remember username and password, and this is something that is common on a lot of websites, especially email, if that's something that you use, you can select this, and then the next time you come to mybrettonwoods.org, you will not need to enter your login information. It will just go directly into the resident portal interface. So this is kind of just a nice tip if you'd like to. I always recommend, if you have a personal computer, something that is either in your apartment or a personal app or a personal tablet or phone, you certainly can click on this, and that's a fantastic way just to expedite the process. But if for some reason you're using a public computer, so whether that's a resident computer down in the resident computer areas, or you're, say, out in the community at a computer there, whatever the case might be, if you're using a computer that's not your personal computer, I would really encourage you not to select this, just in the off chance that somebody were to come across mybrettonwoods.org, it would ask for the login credentials other than just kind of letting them in. So if it's a private computer, something you own, this is a great option. But if you're using a public computer, I would encourage you to click here, or to not click here rather, and just make sure that you log in each time. So we're going to go ahead and click login. Once you've entered your email address and your password, you're going to click this red login button, and that will take you directly into the resident portal. When you log in, it will say welcome. For me, it says welcome, Jessie, but for you, it'll say welcome, whatever that name is that's assigned to the account. Once you're in here, if for whatever reason you'd like to log yourself out, you can click on this little red person up in the corner, and there's a sign out option. and that will bring you back to that original login page that we looked at. So that was an in-depth look at how to log into the system. And I'm sure it sounds like I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but we just want people to feel really, really comfortable with that process, because sometimes that can be the biggest barrier to getting in is how do I do that? Where do I go? And if you get discouraged, oftentimes you'll be less likely to utilize this platform. So logging in obviously is step number one. We'll flip back to the portal and give you a quick look at just a couple fun features. We are going to go over video call and the radio, some of these other areas a bit more in depth at our next live stream coming to you on Thursday this week. So make sure you tune in for that. But again, just wanting to point out a couple of these quick links here before we wrap up for this live stream session. What we've done is really work to identify areas that you maybe are most likely to navigate to in relation to any of the programming that we have going on here at the Bretton Woods campus. So one of those pieces is the Vibrant Living live stream. So over here on this left side, again, this is really where the meat and potatoes of the resident portal are located, which is really nice because it creates just a real streamlined focal point for you to refer back to, depending on where you would like to navigate to in this system. So the Vibrant Living live stream is a link. If we click here, it will open up to our live stream channel. So you can see we're live right now. But that's just a quick, easy way for you to access the live stream. The other link I wanted to show you is Zoom. So lots of programming is happening on Zoom, and just to kind of help eliminate one of the steps, we've included a Zoom link. So by clicking on Zoom, it will take you automatically to that Zoom website, and then you can just simply click on join meeting and link up with either your real programming, maybe it's Zoom bingo, an art class, or maybe it's not even related to Holland Home and there are church groups that you're involved in, Bible studies, or just connecting with family. We wanted to make sure that it was very easy for you to connect with, so that Zoom link has been included in there. The next link I wanted to draw your attention to is Shipt. And again, in this past year, Shipt has been something that people have really started to utilize more and more. I know I have, and just so grateful for that delivery system. So again, because we really want everyone to embrace the resident portal and use it as their focal point for staying informed and engaged with their community, we've added the Shipt link so that if you're checking out the resident portal and then think, oh, I need to order my groceries, you can just simply click on that Shipt link and it will open up the page for you, and you can go ahead and log in and order your groceries. So one last piece here is the Holland Home News. And we want to make sure that you stay connected with all of the happenings for Holland Home, any awards that have been won, appreciations, different events, things along those lines, any updates. So by clicking Holland Home News, that is going to bring you directly to our Holland Home website, to the news page. So the last article that was posted was about the Beacon Award that our fantastic life enrichment team won. There's also information about staff changes, and then general blog information about books or successful aging news and information that might interest you. So we really encourage you to check this out. You can also access the foundation here. You can look at events and then volunteer information as well. So really just working to keep you connected with all of those areas. The website does a nice job of staying up to date and keeping you informed. So we will go ahead and wrap up this live stream today. I hope that you found the login information really helpful, and that process is starting to become more and more clear. This live stream session and all live stream sessions are recorded. So if you have a friend that couldn't make a live stream today, but they really want to watch it, they can just come to the live stream channel, scroll through the previously recorded sessions and select what they'd like to watch, and they can go ahead and watch that recorded session. We will be back here on Thursday at 10 a.m. and I will be covering the video call function of our resident portal, the radio function that has been placed into this portal as well for you to use, and then also the real video gallery. And that's a curated on-demand video gallery that you have access to as well. So have a great afternoon. I really appreciate everyone for stopping by and viewing this live stream today. Of course, if you have any questions or concerns about technology in general or this particular launch that we are doing, feel free to either call me at 616-235-2794 or send me an email at jessie.riley@hollandhome.org. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.